Hi everyone, it's Tiffany here to do my recap. I did not have a great day, so those of you that want to see me making some bad trades, here they are. I started my morning out trading Tesla. It was on my main watch list. As most of you know, I watch Tesla a lot, but the last couple of days, the pre-market activity wasn't great, and so it hasn't been on my list. But today, the pre-market looked great. There was some news on it yesterday, and I was hopeful that it was going to make a move today. So when I was watching everything else, it all just seemed like a little too crazy for me to get into. So I just started watching Tesla, and only because everything else looked crazy. So I saw the first 5 minute candle close, and I did not like it. The body was small, the wicks were huge to the top and the bottom side. So I figured it may be a day where it chops around the VWAP for a while before it chooses a direction. But because but before I knew it, I was just jumping into it. And I think it was because everything else just seemed so crazy to me, which this was a little crazy too, but I jumped into it anyways. On the 1 minute, it came down and it was using VWAP as support, and it made a new 1 minute high, and I took a long position, and then it came and stopped me out below the VWAP, which was where my hard stop was. And my plan was to take a partial at this daily level, and I was hoping that it was going to break through that. I was thinking it was going to be strong today. And then APHA is another one that I read incorrectly. This stock had gapped up, and I knew it was going to, I figured it was going to sell off at the open, and then I thought it was going to regain strength and be strong. So that's what I was kind of watching it for. And I really liked this hammer doji on the 15-minute close. And it was coming back down to test the VWAP on the 1 minute chart and the 100 moving average. And so I went long, and as it came back down to test the 100 moving average, and it was coming back up, and it was breaking the I thought it was breaking out, so I added to my position. The level 2 looked really strong. The asks were piling up, and so I thought it was a good add there. And then it came back and stopped me out below the 100 moving average on the 1 minute chart. So, but I just knew that it was going to bounce off that VWAP and go back up. So when it came back down and it put a hammer doji on relatively low volume on the 1 minute chart, and it made a new high, I tried it again. I went long, and it came back down and stopped me out below the VWAP where my stop was. So at this point, I had made several red trades in a row, so that was affecting my psychology. And this is what happened because of that. I saw Plug setting up really nicely as a short. Look at this really great 15-minute chart. It was using the VWAP as support. It was an ABCD pattern that was beautiful on the 15-minute chart. Once it broke, I went short and doubted myself, took a very small partial at the break, and then stopped myself out at break even. And then here it goes, like immediately. There was no reason for me to get out of this trade. So then I decided I needed to remove myself from trading for a few minutes, and I was able to come back and make a good trade and bring myself up to break even. And that was with this Wells Fargo trade. Wells Fargo sold off really hard at the open. It had gapped down and it found a bottom. And as you can see on the 1 minute chart, there were some nice hammer doji that touched this previous daily level, and it touched it twice. It was a really nice double bottom. And then if you look at the 5 minute, it was a really nice rounding bottom. And when stocks are either really super weak or really strong, I always wait for the 15-minute confirmation. So I was watching the 15-minute chart very closely. And it finally put up a doji candle and made a new high. And it started, it was right after this 5 minute hammer doji. And it also broke through the 9 on the 5. And it started breaking through the moving averages on the 1 minute chart as well. So I took a long position with a stop below the previous 5 minute candle low. And I took a 25% partial at this previous morning resistance level, and then a 50% at VWAP, and then 50 at this other really important this really important daily level. Like Andrew says, these levels are magic. Look, it shot right up to that level and bounced back. But I took a 50% of my remaining there as well. And then once it started looking like a double top on the 5 minute, and it made a new, it lost the VWAP and it made a new 5 minute low, I ended up exiting the rest of my position. So anyhow, I hope you all had a great day and you have a wonderful long weekend, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.